Peace, infinite waters diving deep once again. In front of the sunshine. Lights out. Is modern electricity making us all mad? There's a great book called Lights Out. But even from my own research before, I just realized that we're a funny old lot, aren't we? As human beings, that we have the sunlight, and the moment the sun goes down, we go home and then we turn on the lights again. And some of us, we may not go to bed till 11, sometimes 12 o'clock, sometimes even 1 or 2 in the morning, depending on what you're doing. But we really redefine the rules when it comes to lighting and electricity and how we use it as human beings. And I'm just realizing that in ancient times, when a lot of us, when we went to bed, when we followed the universal rhythm, and when we went to bed, when the sun went down, people would burn candles, and this is organic light. And people didn't really have all of these mental issues we have today. They didn't have all of these problems because in my mind, they were following the universal cycle, the natural laws of the universe. And when the sun is down, just like the birds, that's how they can wake up. They're waking me up from my sleep. They're singing all around because they follow. How come these birds, they have so much energy in the morning? Waking up at 6 o'clock, flying all around the place. What's going on? Because they are following nature's divine laws. And lights out is like, a lot of us, I've just realized something I find fascinating, because a lot of the times I'm saying, okay, if a lot of the times if I go to bed as soon as the sun goes down, I've done that when I've been on holiday sometimes, I just wake up with so much more energy. Just the next day I have so much more life force within me, ready to do this, ready to do that. And on a biological level, I'm just realizing how what happens, the science of behind it is that when the sun goes down and then you turn on the light again, essentially that messes up the serotonin and melatonin levels within the body. So essentially what happens is that it tricks the body, and therefore there's almost a hormonal imbalance within the body, and therefore that's why a lot of people can get moody in the morning if they've stayed up for too long. But all of this extra light, it's affecting the homeostasis within the body, the balance. And yes, we can adapt as human beings, we can adapt to anything, and everyone works differently. Some geniuses, they work in the morning and then they sleep during the day. But for me, I just realized that to follow nature's law, sometimes that's what I'm striving to do more and more, to realize that it's also linked in with nutrition as well, because essentially what happens is that when you eat when the sun is up and you stop eating when the sun is down, essentially I've experimented this, and basically everything flows so smooth. But essentially when you turn the light on, when you get home from wherever you've been in the streets, you come home, you turn the light on, what happens is essentially that tricks the body to thinking it's daytime again. So all of those hormones, essentially, it's like you're waking up again. And that's why people start feeling hungry when they come home from work, because it's tricked the body to think, oh, it's the morning time. So people start eating at 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night, because the body is thinking it's the daytime. However, if people actually go to bed when it's dark, then the body shuts down, and then therefore it can rest, it can rejuvenate. But lights out is modern electricity making us mad. I find this topic fascinating, and share your thoughts as well, because it may not just be the lights, it could also be human greed as well, which is also making us crazy. How we can't really just be, we always have to do. We always have to do something. And just like the saying that work was the first invention to cure man's boredom, because a lot of us, we wouldn't know what to do if we had all the time in the world. But I would, and I know a lot of people who would as well. But lights out, turn the lights out. Peace, infinite waters, stay well, stay in the sunshine, getting that vitamin D. Peace.